I looped it by accident. You can loop the video to keep going, and I was doing some work this morning. I left it on loop. Loop. Got different T sizes today, and more little tricks and talk about little things that will help your game. But I put the Golf Channel on, and I come to the ladies, LPGA, Ladies Professional Golfers Association Tour. There's no one there. I mean, it's pretty sad. There's no one there. We went to one last fall, summer. Me and my lovely wife. These girls can play, guys. It's impressive to watch them play. You're not hitting 300-yard drives, but that's why I pinned that post. What do you think? Nobody goes and watches. You can get up close to them. These girls are good. Trust me, they're good. I got a ton of videos of it. I should have put them on there, but I can still bring them up. I mean, bring your kids. There's Stacy Lewis, who's having another child. He's a great player. These girls are good, even the ones you never heard of. It's so accurate. But there's no one there. We had stands. I don't know. Who's to blame? Who's to blame? It really is sad. I have a daughter. She doesn't play this, but it's kind of sad. At first I was like, it's not their fault. It's not the girl's fault. Is this? Well, something's too loud. It's kind of sad. And they can play. There's her daughter. That's nice. They're so freaking accurate. It's ridiculous how accurate they are. You know, I mean, every shot right on line. It was at TPC Boston. Is this tournament? Oh, you can't see it. FM Championship. Here's another thing about it. So it's Friday afternoon. I'm cutting the grass. I love my yard work, doing the yard work. And I saw an ad for it, or commercial, local FM Championship, Deutsche Bank, not Deutsche, TPC Boston. Goes on through the weekend, blah blah blah. And I said to my wife, "Hey, why don't we go down?" So Sunday, it's about an hour drive, past where the Patriots play. We drive down there. Easy drive. You get in the bus, 20 minutes, if that, 10 minutes. Pretty simple stuff. You get there and there's no one there. I mean, no, but the girl, you just walking with you. It's the range. You can't get close to the range. Thanks. I think they should do something about that to get closer, to get these kids and girls, boys, to fired up to see these players. Even anybody. You guys watch their tempo. You want to get a good golf swing. If you're just an amateur, watch the tempo on these girls. But there's no one there. I feel bad for the girls. It's like in the stands. Look at these stands. There's nobody there. Now, I don't even know where this is. So I know they put the Corn Ferry Tour, and they do this with what were we watching? I forget. We watch a lot of sports, and the same thing. They put ice hockey, college hockey. Now, football, basketball is different. They're going to go wherever. But college hockey, they're playing these regional games in Worcester, Mass, or Toledo, or wherever, instead of Boston, New York. There's nobody at the games. You got to go where there's people. Now, I know you got to have enough game, but you can't put it in these weird spots. Even the women's basketball regional, there's nobody there because they got them in these off-branded cities, not the main cities, but they've got the Celtics, they've got the no. gotta the people. I don't care where this is, but go where the people are. Now they have one in now the one in Boston is not in Boston, it's 40 minutes south of Boston. Get up to Boston, have it where people are. But back to my story. So Friday night, I messed that up. I didn't even know there was a tournament here. I'm in the golf business, PGA member New England. I didn't even know there was a golf tournament here until Friday night, the second night or the first round of the tournament was over, whatever. And I'm in the golf business. No idea there was a tournament. No clue. And we drove down Sunday morning. We had a blast. We got a lot of pictures and videos. So now I do swing videos and all that. So I got right up, right on the tee, waited for him to come by. Videos, awesome. Talking to the hey girls, hey, boom, they're smiling and a great time, great event, you know, great event. Let me find a picture of that. You know, it really was. You know, it's like I say about the practice rounds. If you want to go to a tournament, Masters, go to the practice rounds where you can get up closer to the guys. And I went. Was a Ryder Cup after that or before? They had like mariachi girls, which I'll show you here in a minute, and a lot of giveaways, and they gave us a chair. Um, they put on a good show, the ladies' event, but the problem is nobody knows what's happening. You know, but why is the women's? Why don't people go? Had enough sports? There's no PGA Tour event in Boston anymore. That's it. Go watch. Lower the prices. I don't know what it is. I can't find that picture. I should have done it early. Yeah, but I wasn't thinking about doing the ladies on my show. As you can see on the board, there's no ladies because I didn't know they were playing. I knew there was a Chevron, and this is a major. I guess so many damn pictures. Who knows what this thing is? But trust me, it was a great event. Great time. We had a blast, and I don't understand it, why people don't go. Look at there's no one there. So go to these turn oh, that so where is this event? You gotta play in big cities where there's people, and people in Boston have more money than people in Western Mass or so they just well, no offense. First major championship, Memorial Park Golf Course, wherever the hell at it. Never heard of Memorial Park Golf Course. Where is it? Why aren't they playing in a big city? Where's the PGA Tour? Where are these millionaires helping them out? Chevron is obviously a big company sponsoring now. I don't know. It's pretty sad that nobody's there. Nelly Korda's got a she's a pretty good player. The accuracy and that because the first hole we went to watch was the par 3, maybe 170, and they were you had to cover a bunker. We saw probably 12 girls hit. Everyone was right at the flag, except one girl was short right of the bunker, got up and down. But we couldn't see where they were on the green, but you could tell they were good shots, but just dead straight. Rarely saw a shot offline, honestly. Now they may go too far too short, but no, you don't see any crazy shots. You just don't. And we were watching the best of the best on a Sunday, so that's normally pretty conducive to good rounds. We're not watching the girl struggling. I get that, but look at right there. You can sit right there, but maybe they got to get you up closer, and a girl's got to be more friendly. Maybe again, I don't know. And they were when we were there. They were smiling. I know some of the Koreans get hell for not speaking English. Look at all the Koreans not being friendly and smiling. But you got to do it. You got to make it throw a kid at the love, smile, hi, him. Drano. But let's see it. She don't smile, nothing. Just look at her ball. Nothing. No emotion. Just smile. Thank you. Be be like Chichi Rodriguez more and more interactive, and maybe more those fans that are there will stay or come again if they enjoy it, and get up close and be more outgoing. I know you're in a different country, it's tough. I played to Asia years ago. It was difficult, but I still smiled and laughed, joked, you know. It's just crazy, but they got to play in real cities. Get to real cities where there's golfers and there's some money in their pockets, and that wasn't so good. Little flyerish. You got Quarter, O'Toole, O'Keefe as an amateur, Tabatanakit, Esley, and she got a 5-shot lead. But so if I didn't see that ad for the tournament, I wouldn't have got this great shirt, and I wouldn't have known it was there. I don't know it's there. They should be pumping out advertisements. FM championship, kids get in free, I'm assuming, and I don't know. So I don't know the level of WNBA. You got women's softball now. You've got is it well soccer? I think they have soccer, lacrosse, but nobody plays those sports anymore. If you're 50, you're not going to play lacrosse. I would think competitive lacrosse all the time, but you're going to be at the golf range working on your game, and you get up close, see out the tempo and their balance. They are really, real good golfers. You know what I'm saying? I will be going back to the FM if it's still there, FM Championship, and you know what? Let's go to their website, LPGA Tour. Like, where do they play? Because they used to have one here in Boston. They had a couple. I don't think they left because no one went there. Maybe I don't know. Shadow Creek. All right, that's a good one. Tarzana. That must be overseas, right? All right, Vegas, Houston. All right, that's what they're playing this one. Houston should be jammed with players. Mexico Open Mayakoba, that's a good one. Mountain Ridge Country Club, West Caldwell. I don't know where West Caldwell is. All right, Cincinnati. That sounds nice. But is it actually in Cincinnati or is it down the street? Galloway, Seaview Golf Club. Is that Georgia? Sounds like Georgia. Galloway. Pacific Palace at Riviera. Okay, nice. That's the U.S. Open. Nice. See Riviera. Let's see if they get some people there. Belmont. They don't give. Where's Belmont? What? Blythefield Country Club. Belmont something. Chaska. That's Minnesota. Hazeltine. Women's PGA. So the majors get the big ones. Amundi Evian. That's in France. All right. Scottish Open. Dundonald Links. Women's. I'm getting all confused. All right, the Women's Open is in Royal Lytham and St. Anne. Nice. Columbia Edgewater Country Club, Portland, Oregon, I'm assuming. FM Championship, Boston. See, yeah, Norton. Norton's not Boston. TPC Boston. Arkansas Championship. Rogers, Arkansas. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. What's up, buddy? Nope, no pro shop. No pro shop. That's for the birds. Good to see you, my friend. Women's golf. We gotta promote women's golf. That's my goal for today. I didn't even know it was on until I turned the golf channel on. What's today? Sunday? Saturday? Saturday. Who's this girl? See, they should have her name up there so you know who it is. Leave it up there the whole time in case someone turns their head and missed it like I did. Who is it? Promote their names. Even with the NFL draft last night, they don't put their names on the board. The guy's walking through and they don't put their names up. People want to know who they don't know who everybody is. Reuben Bain, put his name up there. Or put it up there for more than a second. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's a nice commercial, sticky something. Nice commercial for teaching girls golf. Now get them out there. You got to make it fun for these girls. You know, when you get teaching the kids, you got to make it whether they stink or they're awesome. You got to make them want to come back the next day. Do some fun games. You know, not all about make them walk back. Give them a trinket, a hat, glove. Try to get a tour pro involved. I mean, obviously, girls golf has changed over the years. There's way more girls playing golf, and I love it. It's great. My daughter played a little bit, but didn't want to play because her friends don't play. She'd go with me to the range, or she'd go with her brother played. And it's different when your contemporaries don't play golf. These girls don't play golf. You know, my daughter did because I was in the golf business, or I'm in the golf business. We go to the range, give her a couple little pointers, and she'd smash it. Boom. You know, I gotta find her video. I mean, she didn't hit it quite dang hard. She didn't quite hit it like this.
Watch this, people. Watch this kid pound it.
Hit it, right? Focus. Keep your and we play, we pop it up, of course, but target based, balance, clear his mind, not thinking too much. That's what I taught that kid. This kid was amazing. And this is he barely plays anymore. He works for the Los Angeles Lakers out in LA, obviously, which is weird. He's 23 and he barely plays. He comes home for 4th of
Watch
July.
this, people. Watch this kid pound it.
Over and over and over. Because he's not thinking. He's not getting in his own way. He's clearing his head. So on the upcoming podcast with my boy Steve Yellen, will be on here helping to teach people how to do that. That's what Steve taught me, and I taught him. Be an athlete. Don't be a robot. Don't be mechanical. Like Nelly. Watch Nelly. Boom. Target, ball, fake backswing, boom. Routine. Does the same thing every time. You got to have a routine no matter what level you're at. You have to have it. I taught my kid a routine in Little League pitching when he was 8 and 9. I don't know how to fucking pitch, but I know how to have a routine. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he just drove it a plate. Uh-oh. Something happened to the computer. And the kids would miss it. He wasn't throwing sliders. He was 10. Uh-oh. Something happened to the computer. Am I on, people? This damn cat. You know about my cat, right? So I got 2 monitors, and they're plugged into this one thing here, and he jumps on this thing. Yeah, we have to go there. The mouse is on. Alright, you can You can hear me? Someone say something. I can't find my mouse. I don't know what I did. But you can see me and hear me, I'm assuming. I'm frozen on my end. Don't know what to do, peeps. As long as you can hear me. Hmm. But now it's all on again. The computer keeps. All right, now I get my mouse back. That's good. All right. So, what's happening here? This is wild. All right, put this back over there. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. But that's how it pitching. I just do a routine. Bang, bang, boom. I taught him a routine. He throw the ball over. But especially with golf. Now practicing, we did drills, focused on balance. We did a lot of off-course drill, with medicine balls, the band, practice finishing balance, all these things to help you just recreate that on the golf course. Just get up there and rip it. Just pick a target, that cloud in the background at the top of that tree, stare at it, see it go there, literally wipe it out and pound it. Off ice. Off course training is so important in the wintertime to do it right. Even if you get a simulator, it doesn't mean you're gonna get better. If you're not hitting this, if you're not wearing out a spot in that simulator in one area with each club, the same part of the simulator, you're not get any better. If you're hitting over there, you need help, you need coaching, you need advice. That's how it works. That's why when I do online coaching, people say, you need to see, yeah, I do kind of need to see the ball sometimes, but I can tell where you're hitting it, it's like a pitcher with his, what do they call that? When his pitches, his arms in the same spot every time. Sometimes he does that. I forget what it's called, but same thing in golf. You want to, hitting from the inside. You want to hit the. And Jack Nicklaus, I saw him say that the other day on Nick Faldo's. That's what I was going to bring up. He hits it from the inside with every shot he hits. He doesn't slice a fade. He push cuts it. Lee Trevino style, Tom Gillis style. Who learned that from Lee Trevino from back in the day at Jupiter Island. More power. Hitting it from the inside to get more power. Slicing, unless you want to hit a pull, excuse me, a pull hook, then you've got that there. But. All right, what else we got? Let's watch me make this.
Long distance in the hallway using the iPad. Boom! Right in the center. Get yours today.
You know what I mean? We got a grip trainer coming out too soon. I'm just trying to find someone to plastic company to 3D print it to make it for me. Ryong Yin, 7169. They don't shoot the 61s, and it's a long drive, and I think that's what people are used to seeing with the men. But I don't know. We enjoyed our time watching the ladies, but I think they give you more access to them, get closer, especially on their ranges at certain courses. You know, have an autograph day or something. There's literally you can't see one fan at this point. No, I'm sorry, there was two people. Houston, it's a Friday. It looks relatively warm. They got shorts on and, get a six pack right there. All right, that's 18, I'm assuming, with all the stands. Get a couple beers, go out there and watch the girls. What the hell? Support them, buy a shirt. I think the PGA should buy them somehow and help them help them grow or do something. Have more team events, I think, would help them. But it's those long drives that people wanna see, right? They wanna see that 350 in the air instead of precision, like surgery that these girls are doing, surgery. I didn't do any other videos. I did a Tiger one. Still learning on this StreamYard stuff, people. Love the drones, though. I wanna get a drone, that'd be pretty cool, out in the lesson tee. Once it starts warming up, I'm gonna do some lessons, live lessons out there or have a drone following, watch me play a few holes, my new swing. Yeah, the guy's out on 3, so alright. 3 tees. Now, these are obviously range tees. That's like a practice tee. I always practice with my off a tee. Not every shot, but a lot of shots, doing drills and stuff, I always use a small tee on the range because the range mats aren't perfectly grassed, and yeah, sometimes you wanna practice off that, but you wanna build confidence when you're at the range, you know? If you're struggling, throw it on a tee. Don't try to pick try to help it off that mat. Some of these mats are bald, like this table, right? So you're trying to hit it off a mat that's bald. You see that? The paper's green. Where'd I go? The paper's green. We'll find my yardage book from the country club. Alright, so it's on the tee. So when there's no grass, right, people tend to, because you should be supposedly hitting down on it a smidge, and that's what gets it up in the air, the loft of the club, right? So you wanna use the bounce, but a lot of people will try to help it up and scoop it up. Use a tee when you're struggling. You watch these guys go to the range, and girls, they're using a tee a lot because 'cause they're working on their swing. They're trying to do a drill or create, a better habit. When they're practicing for playing, yeah, they'll put it on the grass, of course. There's a time for both, and I'll say, "Oh, I don't use it." You don't use it in the course. Well, you're training yourself. You wanna make it easier on yourself. That's how you get better faster, making it easier, and then you make it harder. There's a little of both in there, you know? But when I see a guy, I see it all the time. He's at the range, the mat stinks, and he's up there off the mat, and you say, "Use it." "Oh, the pros don't use it." I'm like, you're first of all, you're not a pro, and second of all, yes, they do. You don't use a big one for the driver, use the small one. I carry these in the bag. I have these in my bag. See, I wrote my name on have these in the bag. So when I'm practicing, I have them ready to go. Now these are beaten up ones, and I'd use a 3-wood off this one probably too, but for drills and sometimes I actually use a higher tee like this with a 7-iron or 6-iron. Helps me round out my swing. If I get too steep, you're gonna hit it off the top of the club, you know what I mean? It's not gonna feel good, but it helps me stay more from the inside. There are many different ways of practicing and drills you can do to help you create a better golf swing. That's why I see people hitting it off the tees. That's to round out their swing, their motion, you know? And another way to create a speed stick, so, some of those speeds the stack system and all these things are pretty good, they work, right? But if you don't wanna pay the money and all that, just get a shaft that, they a dime a dozen now because you screw them into your club, and I just found, like, an old weight screwdriver set or whatever you call those things, and I just taped it onto here and glued it on, and you just go in the backyard, and you can make this one's not that heavy, but it's still heavier than a speed stick. So to create speed, you want to swing one of these snow sticks. It's really light. You want to hear that whoosh, whoosh. To create speed, you got to swing faster. And that's why sprinters, they sprint downhill. Swimmers swim downstream. You don't want to be necessarily stronger. You want to be faster. So that one that I made isn't quite, it's heavier than the one without the stuff on it. But you can just make one of those, and then you'll have something to help loosen up, throw it in the backyard and swing. But swinging the snow stick, you will create speed. You'll hear the whoosh. Swing that 50 times a day. I promise you, you will hit the ball further. And do it for the rest of your life. You're just going to keep getting faster and faster and faster. And you'll hear it. The louder the swoosh is, the faster you're going, obviously, from day 1 to day 2. Video it. On day 1, on day 50, we ball, boom, you know? Many different ways to practice and do things, guys. Medicine ball, turn and throw it. Or you sit in a chair like this, and you push it. So many ways to get better, and that's what I'm here for to help you, you know? So many if you wanna get better too, it's fun, I compete more and all that stuff, but I used to love working out. I don't love it anymore because I did it for golf. Everything I did was for golf, not to look beautiful or whatever, vanity. I did it to get stronger for golf and swing that club, get up early, go outside. I can have a net out there, we'll go out there and swing as fast as we can and create speed and get stronger. To playing golf, you know? It's fun, it's a process. You just slowly get there. Stick to the same drills, same things every time. Don't change your motion every week because your buddy moved his thumb over and all of a sudden he's smoking it like Phil Mickelson. Stay consistent with yourself. Find a coach, get on some videos, find someone who can help you prepare for tournaments and how to think on the golf course, and you will be surprised. If you don't have all the information in your head, going it alone is not easy. I can't imagine, when I was younger, I can figure out myself now because I just do the drills. I learned these things from better players. It's not like you change your motion every time. It's not that complicated. But people, read the Golf Digest and, "Oh, geez, put your right foot back to draw it," and all that stuff. It might work for some people. It might work once or twice. You don't see these puppies doing it. Not that we create our swing after them, but there's a lot of things that we do try to emulate them, obviously, especially putting. Anyone can putt. My grandfather could go out there if it was just putting and putt just as good as any of these people. That's all in the noggin, set up in the noggin. And you'll learn the more you watch me and listen to me, it's a lot of it's in the noggin, how to think, be an athlete, not, mechanical. And you'll play better, you'll enjoy it. Playing well is so much fun. It's so fun, you know? But you prepared for that. You practice the right way, you do the right things. You don't get in your own way and you play better. Better, better, better. Alright, I found some balls that my kid got. Some of them we don't know who they are. That's an autograph. I don't know who that would be. He used to write on Lou? Is there a Lou? Louis Oosthuizen's name? That could be a woman, but we don't know. We've got a bunch. This is Brian Harmon's ball. There's nothing on there if you flipped it to him. It's a 6 with a dot, a blue dot on it. Mike Goodis, senior tour guy, Mike Goodis, a few years back. Angel Cabrera. But look at it. There's an A and a D on there. It's weird, but this is definitely his ball because he wrote his name on it instantly. And I think I told you in the past, because they used to call him the duck, right? Maybe the duck, that means the duck, or is it upside down or something? Or the C's backwards, maybe? I'm not sure. It looks like an AD, right? A, but he's walking from the 15th hole to the 16th hole. It's TPC Boston. And the guy was trying to come over with a bunch of, big pictures for him to sign when he won the Masters. And he's like, no, 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 no. And my kid just walked over, maybe to sign his ticket or something. And he called him over. Yeah, yeah, you come over. He gave him a ball. He took him out on the tee. It was pretty cool, but he didn't want to sign him for the adults. But that's definitely his ball. But it does say AD, and I know his name is the Duck. Let's see, Brian Harmon. I have more elsewhere, but I'm slowly organizing. That's one of them. who he didn't write it down. But yeah, another one. Don't know who. They're just flipping the ball. I know we have a Sergio ball somewhere. A Mike Ben Crane signed a ball for him. I thought I had that right here. Ben Crane was like giving him a Bible verse. You got the video of him signing the ball, and there's like a cross on the ball. I don't know where it went. That's my Jack Nicklaus ball back in the day when I caddied for him. Max Fly 5 DDH HT 100. Yeah, who knows where they're at. I'm slowly getting organized, folks. Oh, here's my the first tournament I won was a one-day event back when we used these things. Remember these things? 2 double bogeys, but I turned it in and won it. I found this. My mother passed away, and parents passed away, and we're selling their home, fixing their home up and selling it. So I found this there the other day. Yeah, remember this? You just put it all in the thing. Pretty cool. Found that. That was what, 1987, 1991? I'm not sure when it was. 1987. But my dad was the first person I called and said, "Hey, Dad, I freaking won." That was a good experience. It's been all downhill since then. This is one of my balls when I was a Nike guy for like 1 year. It's the court in Spring Valley, 66, 7/13, 2000. Wow. It's worn out a little bit, but yeah, cool. Got a few of those around. What else do I got to show and tell today? Hi, buddy. The doggy's here. What's up, pal? You all right? Go up on the chair. Go up on the thing. Go up here. Go up there. Go up there, buddy. Poor doggy. Yep. What else we got? What else we got to show you today? What's the matter, bud? Well, the wedges. The secret to the grip. Now, there's a few guys that hold it in their palm. I don't know how the hell they do it. I certainly can't do it. You want it down in those fingers. So you got that leverage on there. And you can hold it like that. You know what I mean? Hurts my arm. My arm's sore. Not in the palm. Down there. It's almost like my thumbs are right on top of each other. Just a standard neutral. I do have a stronger grip than normal because I think you should. Helps you get your body rotation into it. You don't have to release your hands and over release your hand. They're going to release at some point. Just get that right on there, nice and boom. But you got to have the secret. Write this down. This is a freebie for you all. Write this down. The hinge point. Buddy, go up on the table. The hinge point of your wrist has to be over the shaft. Okay, over the shaft. Can you see that? Otherwise, it will turn. It won't release. See that? How it goes up and down. If that hinge point is on the side of the grip, your hands won't break. It won't hinge properly. So if I shoot a gun through that hinge point, it would hit the shaft. Okay. It's hard to do it in this little tiny room I'm in here. But yeah, so when I'm holding it, where my hand hinges, I guess I can do this. Hinges is right over the shaft, see? Right in line, not to the side, not to this side, because it won't hinge. It'll do that. Right on top. Boom. Make sense? Does that make sense? Oh, you can't hear me. That's the secret. You got to have that hinge point. Write it down. You're going to forget it. And no one's going to teach you this when you go to any other instructor. They're not going to teach you that unless they're stealing it. Because I do take lessons from people in secret, like secret shopper. I'll send my son or my daughter or my wife. Here's $100. Go take a lesson from someone. Put your recorder on. Wiretap them. Just remember, I want you to tell me what they're telling you and see what they talk about that hinge point. Because if it's not there, it's not going to work. I should just get a grip. And again, I'm not a big fan of these wing grip, but I got one right here. So yeah, it's right over the top of that. Right there, hinge. Now, if I put it to the side, my hand's going to turn. Right on top, hinge. Okay? On this side of it, now it's going to go that way. But your other hand will help. It's not going to collapse like that because you got another hand. But it's not going to help either. It's going to force you to hold tighter with the bottom hand. That top hand right to that hinge point. I need another camera is what I need. There, it's going to hinge. That alone is going to save you strokes. Hit it further. Trust me, I've seen it happen thousands of times because everybody has their hand over too high or up in their palm too much, so the hinge point is to the left as a righty, and they can't get the club out. The hand will bend like that. Try to do it with a baseball bat, right? Grab a baseball bat, try to hold it in your palm and swing at it, or a lacrosse stick, or anything like that. But that secret for the hinge point is crucial to hitting better shots, especially short game. So many different things we can teach you guys, like short game, long game, just putting your hand in a different position for a chip shot, or so many different things you can learn. And it's fun and it's easy. Even though I'm not a pro, it's too hard. It's not that hard when you do it right. You know, when you come for a golf lessons, oh, you're gonna get worse before you get better. That's insane. The coach might tell you that if he doesn't know what he's talking about. But if you come to me and you're doing all this weird shit and we tighten it up, you're gonna do it better instantly, right? It might be uncomfortable for a couple of days, or you're gonna adjust just on that grip thing I just taught you. You're gonna hit it 10 yards further tomorrow, you know, and yeah, you might hit it over the green and get knocked it up and down. Oh, I shot a horrible round. How'd you hit it? Oh, I hit it solid. But yeah, because now you got to control that. You got to learn to control what you just learned. But you don't get worse. That's insanity. I got worse. I gave Tom $150 for a lesson. I got worse, but no, he didn't get worse. You didn't get worse, my friends. You know what I'm saying? Nelly. There was another daughter, right? Alice? What was Jessica? Oh, I think she's doing the mom thing, right? And that's another tough thing for these girls. They want to be moms, trying to make as much money as you can in 10 years to go have babies, I guess. So she's obviously the best American, right, at this point. Whatever happened to Lucy Liu? Lucy Lee? She was like 9 and she made the women's open. That's Megan Kang. She's a local not lad, excuse me, last. Like Michael Thor Bjornsson, another local lad. Lord. Hello, lad. Thought I had the men on. There we go. Oh, that's the senior tour. Paul Stankowski's winning. His brother just died, Tommy, the other day. He was a player, caddy, good dude. He passed away a week ago or so. So Paul's winning. He's one. They're playing the stable for points, so he's plus 11. Stable bid. Keith, amateur. What's that for? What's it for? No idea what it's for. You gotta tell us what it's for. She just made it. It was dying to the left, and it found the 4-inch roundhouse. The 4-inch roundhouse. I had to get some cooler videos on here. background. I don't know. I need a background. Yeah, that's the tip of the day. Is that hinge point on top of the grip goes right through it. Pound it. Wrist cock, wrist hinge, and it happens naturally. You don't have to force it. It just does it. When you're not doing it right, then you're gonna turn it this way and this way. And it hurts your wrist too. You're gonna have tendonitis. Tendonitis, folks. What time is it, people? 2:42. So the men are on in 20 minutes. You don't see a lot of lab letters. Asterisks. Her real name is Asterisk. Her cousin semicolon's caddying for her. Asterisk. That's crazy drugs the parents are on. Let's call her Asterisk. I think she's an amateur too. Oh yeah, this is a major, a women's major. But what would this be? Like you got US Open, the Open, PGA, Masters. They have a women's Open, a women's US Open, a women's PGA. And this is their Masters, I'm assuming. Those hugs don't even look anywhere like they give a shit. Just shaking hands. Farah, okay. Watch her pound it. Oh, she goes after it. How far does it tell us? She goes after it. Wow, that's got to be 300, 290. How far did it go? But she's strong as shit, huh? That helps. If you can pound it out there, you're gonna beat a lot of people. If you can, if you can get 50 yards past these girls on and have short irons in, you're gonna win more often than not. Megan Kang, Drano for the bird dog. Woo, woo, woo. She's always smiling. I love her. She's always happy and smiling. Gotta love it. She's 4 under. Wow, Farah. 3 Americans on top. It's good to see. Farah O'Keefe. We got to remember that name, folks. Farah O'Keefe. How'd you like the NFL draft last night? Anybody get player? It's like Christmas Day, right? Did you get what you wanted? Did you get what you wanted? Who went? My Patriots got a lineman. Who knows how they're going to do? Who knows? You never know what's going to happen. 300,000 people attending it though in Pittsburgh. That was wild. Really crazy. 300,000 people. 300. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, folks. Friday afternoon. So I'd set up the Xbox. I'm going to be playing Tiger Woods or PGA golf on here soon. I'm home alone for the weekend, so I don't know how to download it or upload it. My kid will do it when he comes back. But we have it set up. I got the thing right there. And maybe someday we'll have a tournament. People sign up and we all play together. I used to play it when my oldest son was doing it, but that's 15 years ago. But at least I have it pretty much all set up to go, so that's cool. We're getting there, folks. It takes me time to get all this shit together, but yeah, golf is the best. Golf is the best, my friend. Ba, 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 ba. It's still cold out. It's only 49 degrees out still. And yesterday it was so windy out. I still have some leaves left over that got like into the sides by the fence and that wall over there where I have rocks. I love the rocks. I have a rock quarry kind of is right up here. So I got a ton of rocks and I put them in instead of mulch because mulch just takes, we do have some mulch, but mulch is just a pain in the ass. So I take the rocks and I put those around the front of the house and, you know, but the leaves get jammed in there. So I have to move some of the rocks to get the leaves out, and I have a blower and I rake them. And but it was so windy, I didn't pick them up, and it was so windy yesterday. What the hell is that? Oh shit! What did I do now? Oh, what is this button? Well, I don't even know what this is. There we go. Love you. Love it. Absolutely love it. Love it. Fertilizer, the grass seed, the dog though. This assassin, grass assassin, they call him. He just people. Hey, have fun. People take him out. He just pees. And he's just dead, gone. Grass is gone. So now he forced people. You got to take him out to the right. His little bathroom's around that other side of the house. He's just not right when you come off the deck. There's just a big yellow spot. I'll get that fixed once the weather's warmer. But still, he just goes and pees and instantly yellow grass the next day, gone. It's so frustrating. I thought it was rabbits doing it because I think they like to poo on it, like the little rabbit shits. For some reason, I see rabbit shits where that was, and I'm like, the rabbits are killing the grass. So now I'm out there trying to get the rabbits out of there, you know, with flowers that smell, pungent smells. You know, I'm not trying to hurt them, I'm just trying to ruin my grass. But no, it's him. He's the killer, the grass assassin. He's the killer. All right, who's this? Rito. Look at no there. Friday afternoon, what's it, 3 o'clock? Nobody there, man. It's a great shot. All you hear is the poor people. It's been like this forever, I guess. You know, it looks nice, the stands, it looks great, but there can't be 100 people there. What's the matter, buddy? Yeah, Target down, mind on target, go. Forget about the ball. That looks pulled to me. Yep, pulled and short, 30, 50 feet to the left. Oh, that's tequila, 1800. It burns like hell. That's why I got the Kool-Aid over here. It's Friday, with no one here, just me for the weekend, and you, and my people. We get the men coming up, 15 minutes or so, folks. Look at that. I'd be there. You know, I get why aren't they there? Go for the afternoon. You know, like I said, you go have a couple of beers and there's a few people there. One, two, three. Oh, there's like there's six in that box, two in that box, 12 in that box. There's more than there's at least 100 people there. Better than nothing. Goodness, I don't know how expensive those boxes are. Fuck, Chevron should just give them to their employees. I don't know if Chevron is out of Houston or not. But, all right, Sarah, how far was that drive? She had 409, so 100. So that was about 295. Not bad. Big swing from 119. Holy shit. Divot the size of Cuba. Almost all it. Wow, good shot. That divot was huge. Wow, she went hard at that from 100 yards. She's like Daly, right? She's aggressive. She goes hard at everything, which is nice, you know. Transform. Nice. Promote the girls golf. I love it. Love it, folks. Absolutely love it. Beta fish. Killed myself shaving. Look how red that was. Oh, I bought Gillette, but they were the shitty Gillettes, and I paid for it. I just said, let me try it because you use those ones that they're like $50 I think. So just let me try the Gillette so-called shitty ones. They weren't, you know, all red. Look at it, all red. Man, I do look wicked red, but yeah, my neck is cut to shit. Never again. And then this guy, Mark, he keeps sending me these teas. I know him from Facebook and stuff. I don't really know him. He's from New Hampshire. I got to go visit him. But they're called mirror teas, right? I haven't opened this thing up yet. But this one has, they look like they're plastic tees. You're supposed to lean them forward to hit it like 12 yards further. But then this one has this metal thing. See that? That you, I'm not sure what you do with that. Does that go into your club? And that's the mirror? Or it goes into the bottom of this? I gotta talk to him and try to help him sell these or whatever. Mirror HXD17T, helpful techniques. Cup the ball and tee together in your hand. Set the tee in the ground nearest to 70 degrees of forward lean. We gotta do math. Slightly release the ball. If the ball wants to fall off, rotate the ball to pick up improved points of contact. Enjoy your golf drive. But what's that thing for? This one doesn't have that thing. So this one I got 2, 4, 7 of the tees. This one I got 2. But that metal thing, it screws into something. You know, it has a little that black thing there. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to talk to him. Lean it, that mirror tee. It's called mirror tee. Sometimes everybody could use 12 more yards of distance, right? Just by leaning it forward. We'll try it. We'll try it. What else we got? Sharpies galore. Oh, this sucker here. This is another. And so you put thing. See how he has it on the putter? Like, see it? It's called train your aim. I don't know if he's still doing it, but you clip this thing on your putter, so when you look down, it lines it up. This is obviously not perfect, but you put this thing. I don't want to take another thing. You clip that on your putter, so when you look down, you see the length of the orange thing is lined up straight, lined up at the target. So it should help you keep the club square. It makes sense. And that's what my putting mirror does as well. My putting mirror helps you line up the club squarely to the mirror because the mirror is squared. I can't get that in there. The mirror is square. So this is just me doing it, holding it. So you can see my face in the mirror. This one's crooked. You can see this is straight and this is crooked. So you want to line up this ping putter with this right here, and you're not looking at the ball, you're looking at the mirror. The mirror is on an angle. All the other mirrors are on an angle. Mine is on an angle, so you don't have to look over it. The ones that go straight up, you have to lean over, and you also have to you have just it's big, so you'll see the trees and the sky and the sunlight in your eyes. Mine's so small, you just put your face on that. And this one is on an angle. So it's on an angle. This is great. So you're looking at your face. You just keep your face right. You're not going to move. You're just going to be, see, once I start moving, then we got a problem. And you can see that with your face in the mirror. It's just like on the screen there. Clearly, I think you hold it with one hand, but you can clearly see my face in the mirror. And that putter is crooked. I don't know how long ago this was. It's probably 3 or 4 years ago I did this. So I probably did it crooked because I'm holding it with one hand, or I did it on purpose to show people that it was crooked. And that's the picture I like. Here's one with Bill Pressey of the Lab Butters way back in the day. This is what he used to use as contraptions to line people up. And he puts my mirror right there in the center. Boom. Boom. You got to work on it to get better, folks. Little tips like this. I love this. I have a 6 foot rug or putting green rug, maybe this wide, and I just have it 3 and 6 feet. I have a dot there. I leave my mirror there, target, go, keep my face in the mirror, and go. I just feel the target. I don't look at the ball because you're not really looking at the ball when you're playing golf. Your mind should be on where it's going, not necessarily staring at the golf ball. You don't want to be conscious of it. It's like a third eye. Third eye is on the side of your head, which is your brain. Ah, that's gross. Farrah O'Keefe. I wonder why she's enamored. Farrah. Hello, Farrah. Hello, Farrah. She doesn't look at you. All right, good girl. Sign some autographs. Get the kids out. There's nobody there. That's sad. 3 Americans though in the top spot, and then it's all un-Americans. The men will be coming up, folks. Let's go to the boys. Guy told me one day when I die, he wants my heart. I said, what? It's never been used. All I know is the pollen is killing my eyes. Where can I find the leaderboard, folks? She done forever, Stacy. They'll be back on the women's senior tour. They actually have a women's senior tour. All right, who's our leaders, folks? Davis Thompson, Austin Eckroach, 16. The Fitzpatrick's 15. Alex Molly Hayden Springer, 15. Eric Cole, Hank Laboda, 14. Matt McCarty, Meisner. Love it. Mac, he's only played in a few events. But you have to be a lot of names you never heard of because these guys are bringing their buddies. So a lot of these guys have PGA Tour status of some type, but they're bringing their buddies to help them out and try to give them a chance. Because if you win, you get a PGA Tour card. So who would we know here? Casey Jarvis. I don't know who the heck Casey Jarvis is. But a lot of these guys will bring their buddies, which is a pretty cool move. 33 and ties make the cut. Right now it's 9 under. Only 9 under. Wow. They played alternate shot today, but yesterday they played 4 ball. It's not easy, folks. It's not easy. Patrick Blair, Zach Blair and Patrick Fishburne. Zach, we know. I don't know Patrick, but he's inviting one of his buddies. They're right on the number. Right on the number. No, don't tell me someone's over par because there's a bunch of teams. All right, no, two unders at that lowest score. Wow. Frankie Chapman 3 and Noah Goodwin. Hayden Springer. Something happened with him. I think he lost a baby or something, right? Baby died. I think. Sad. Very sad. 209. Got some wind in your face. It's hitting a sand wedge. He's flighting it. That looks pretty good. Nice shot. He flighted. I love when they flights it. He flighted it. Every shot's flighted. Excuse me. Might be time for the men's room, my friends. Please hold on. Don't leave me. I need all the help I can get. I need the views. I got demonetized. I need the views, people. We need the views. We need the views. If that's your glove, call me immediately. I want to do a video for while I was gone.
Long distance in the hallway using the iPad. Boom! Right in the center. Get yours today. Long distance in the hallway using the iPad. Boom! Right in the center. Get yours today. Long distance in the hallway using the iPad. Boom! Right in the center. Get yours today. Long distance in the hallway using the iPad. Boom! Right in the center. Get yours today. Long distance in the hallway using the iPad. Boom! Right in the center. Get yours today. Long distance in the hallway using the iPad. Boom! Right in the center. Get yours today.
And we're back. So there, I made that ping device, the simple little thing. Hi, Toes. What's up, buddy? The kitty's here. The simple little thing is because I needed to putt better. I wasn't a bad putter. I wasn't a great enough putter. You know, tee to green, no problem. But putting, he's going to shut the TV off. The dog went, the cat. Toby, don't turn that off. So that's why I invented it for myself. And it helped other people. And I trained, I tested it with golfers' all abilities. And they all got better. I should have brought those up. You can only have so many videos up. But people that just use it and they trust it and you get better. It's a simple device. It's so easy to use. I love it. And I got exponentially better. I wasn't worried about putt, just worried about the routine. And I know I was staying centered and just boom, There was not a lot of movement, looking early, watching the putter go by. I knew a lot of people that do that. I cured the yips on a guy. I won't use his name, but he's probably not watching now. He's probably the guy quit the game. He couldn't make a putt this big. It's all in his head. I got him to use that thing, and now he's playing golf again. He's not playing tournaments, but he's playing at least. He's stunk as a putter. If you cut his head off, he'd be the best player in America. But his head got in the way. So we taught him to just stay centered and just use your big muscles. And once you start moving, then you get flippy with any shot, as you're all aware of. Stay centered, right? Well, putting stay centered. Not a lot of this. The hands are going to stay firm. Boom. Starts online. Use a chalk line too. That's another one of my favorites. Find a plumber or a carpenter, steal his chalk line, and just snap a line and boom. Don't forget to clean it off when you're done. Come on, buddy. You want to come up and say hi to the people? Huh? You want to come up and say hi? Little buddy? Huh? Want to come up? Don't not turn that off. So yeah, little things like that make a simple little thing like that can make your game so much better instead of trying to laterally rotate your inner thigh 12 degrees, all that crap. Let that shit just flow and happen. Don't get too caught up in the minutia of every part of the body over all under this one, that one. Just play golf. Be an athlete. When I was playing hockey, didn't stop the puck. Yeah, you had a technique, but you didn't stop the fucking puck. Wasn't that hard? Did drills? No. I just, make things simple. Break it down when you're a kid. Just do it. When you're a kid, you just got to smash it. It's like shooting hoops. I got a hoops thing out there. Just go up there and shoot. You gave me 100 free throws, I can do 80, maybe more. Depends on the day. I wouldn't miss the hoop. I wouldn't miss the net. I'd be close on every one of them. Now you put an NBA guy blocking me, then I'd have some problem. Just like making a 6-footer. It's just boom, a straight 6-footer. Obviously, you'd rather have a putt that curves and straight because you have more margin of error. Still, it's not that hard. Hitting a 300-yard drive takes a lot of speed. But if you start thinking about your motion, you're not going to hit 300. Athletes hit 300. Not a lot of big names at this place, huh? Well, they just played 2 big tournaments in a row. Well, a signature event and the Masters. So, Haotong Li's out there. That's a big name. I love him. Shea Levy. Leaders, what's it for? Is that Sun King? No. I helped Sun King out putting 2017. He moved up 100 America. Oh, no. You know what? We from the cat and they messed up. Yes, King. I helped him out big time. He's my biggest. Uh, I don't know about this computer. I think the cat's messing me up, man. Let's go over there. Let's go over there. Yeah, the cat's a menace. Sun Kang. I don't know if that's him. And whatever happened to the kid from Illinois? Was it Illinois? Smallish, smallish guy, Jeffrey Chang. I don't know who he is. Hardy, something Hardy. Is he in this? Jeff Hardy, Brian Hardy, something like that. Rich Hardy, Mike Hardy, Jeff Hardy, Laurel Hardy, Ben Goodman. I don't know what to think about it. Don't see him. I don't know his name. Bruce Hardy, Hardy, Jeff Hardy, Mike Hardy, Bill Hardy. No clue. No clue. Oh boy, this is kind of boring, huh? Not a lot of people here either, folks. Not a lot of people here either. I'm not sure exactly where this is in New Orleans. If it is, it is. Obviously. Not a lot of people here either. You got to get the big names out there. And they're cutting back on tournaments. I'm trying to do a deep dive into their schedule, and you got to have big names playing in these. You do. I mean, I would still go. I appreciate all these guys. They're all great players, no doubt. I'd still go watch them. You throw Tiger Woods in there, holy shit! Just one dude, Phil Mickelson. On top of that, never mind Rory or Scotty. A little snipey, in a hole. Almost made it. You know, people want to see the big guys, the big. It's like I remember the senior tours back in the '90s. Jack was 50, and Arnie was out there. I'd go watch it just to see him. I don't care what they shot. You know, that's Arnold Palmer right there. Jack Gillis or Sam Speed. I remember caddying Sam Speed, the '80s. Uh, you know, I, I did play with putter and almost broke my arm. Don't ever touch my putter. He was kind of a douche. This was at Belmont Country Club when they started the senior tour. One of the members of Belmont Country Club where I worked at, Stan Abrams, his name was the attorney for the players. Was it Gilbert? Obviously, Snead. Those guys that started the senior event. But yeah, I took his putter out of his bag to give it to him. Don't ever touch my putter. Well, tell me that before I grab it, buddy. I got to caddy with some big guys, big names, which was great. Norman, Nicholas, Trevino, Jack, Jack. Me and Jack, 1991. Wow, look at the young TJ. 1991. And then no, that was maybe, yeah, 91. Then you go up about 8 years. Me and Johnny, that's at the Masters for sure. The one of me and Jacques was in Thailand. Wow, love times have changed. Thailand. All the chairs have flipped over from the wind. Too lazy to go out there and change it. I learned the most from the shark from Jupiter Island, Norman and Trevino. Norman and Trevino taught me the most of how to play golf and teach golf, not the coaches. Those 2 guys taught me how to practice, how to think, mostly how to practice and how to hit, you know. I remember saying to Norman, "How do you draw the ball?" I was 19 years old. "How do you draw it?" "I think you draw." I go, "Oh, okay. Sounds easy." But he visualizes it curve and left. Obviously, sets up for it and all that. Learned a ton from those guys back in the day. Taught me, made me a way better teacher, player too, but teacher for sure. Way better. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Yeah, the game is not as hard as people make it, guys. I just hate to say it. If people try too hard, it just make it harder than it has to be. This tournament's boring as well, huh? Boring. Blades Brown. How old is he? He can't be that old. 18. Holy smokes. Let's go over his career here real quick. He's played in 13 events. How do you get into this? How did he get into this? He doesn't fulfill the world rank 133. How can it be 133 in 13 events? He has one top 10. That's why. He's made 500 grand. He's 18. He has a 60. It's the American Express. 60. Wow. He's made 7 out of 13 cuts. But that one top 10, that must be at the American Express with the 60, I would imagine. Wow. Blades Brown. And that boy kept Blades Brown. Turned pro 2024. He's 18. I'm not going to college. I'm gonna go play some golf. Just like my boy, what's his name? Not Akshay. He started young too, right? Hey, why not? If you got the game, like this kid, oh, you guys know his name. He's in high school still. I think he's a lefty. Miles Russell. He'll be playing the tour. Yeah, I think he's scheduled to go to Florida State. I think he'll make the tour. But I think Florida State paying him big money to go to Florida State for the NIL stuff, which is really not NIL. It's pay to play, as you know. And they're trying to stop that because it's getting disgusting playing different, you know, going to 5 different colleges. You're 28. All right, this is for Pa. A lot of fidgeting going on. Great par. Fine. Just thought I had something in my backyard. I just want to make sure it was no intruders trying to attack me. They know I'm alone. I don't want them to get me. Didn't want to make it, folks. Yeah, this is boring. What's next week's event? Maybe get some more better up with that. No, that's this week's event. Cadillac Champion, Trump National. So this is Doral. Ooh, signature event. This should be a better one to watch. 20 million prize. Signature event. Where's the field? Ticket website. Past results. No results are available. I don't see no field. What's the button for field? I got a website. Dang, that'll be more fun to cover that one than this is. This is a Friday too. Might be more exciting coming down the line on a Sunday. Might be better. Where's field? Boeing. Parking, tickets, commitments. World number one, Scotty Scheffler. Yeah, show me the field. You say field. Well, they get till today to sign up. You get till Friday at 5 o'clock the week before to sign up for tournament. FYI. So maybe it's not done yet. Committed doesn't mean you're coming. Ricky Fowler. Whatever happened to him? Oh God. Fell off the map. Legacy venue has seen 14 World Golf Hall of Famers and 24 titles. Almost fell asleep. 130. Zero. Who knows? Who knows? So yeah, before I go, I'm gonna be taking up about 5 minutes. Remember that grip thing, right? Write it down. Go try it right now. Go grab a club and look at the point. Okay. Otherwise, your game's going to struggle and you're going to be fighting. And one simple thing that just allows your wrist to cock, allows you to turn better. It's like a domino effect. Everything gets better and you will hit the ball further. I may come on later. Again, I'm home by myself for a while. Maybe tonight we'll talk about them. Well, let's do the Ryder Cup. We didn't talk about the Ryder Cup. I'm sorry. Do we think he's the best guy for the job? He got smoked in 2018 in France. You know, we need someone with fight in him. Who's got fight in him? Bill Mickelson's got fight in him. Tiger has fight in him, but he's not going to be making it. How about Justin Leonard? He's tough. He's a bulldog. Get Justin Leonard try it. Snedeker's too nice. Stricker's too nice. Who's evil? We need someone evil to play. I thought Bradley's move, not switching the foursomes. So before Luke Donald started 4 years ago, 6 years ago, it was 4-ball foursomes, four foursomes, singles. Luke Donald switched smart move because that's what they're better at. And he kept it for 2025 and went right over Keegan Bradley's head. That's where he lost it. He should have switched 4 balls back. Things would have been different. Would have been evener, closer going into Sunday. Again, we almost won it. Would have been a great comeback. But no, Keegan Bradley how he didn't think of changing that. They just changed it. It was always that way for many years. So my opinion, that's where they lost it. He was over his head. St. John's thing, I don't know. Who would get Tom Watson back out there? I don't give a shit. Lee, um, Ray Floyd, get him out there. You need someone fiery and crazy. I don't know. I mean, Jim's a nice dude, good player, obviously, Mr. 58, all that stuff. But he was vice captain last time at Bethpage. But yeah, so who else is there? Who else can you put up? Did they win the PGA championship? You have to be a major champion. Fuck that. Ooh, I swore. Excuse my swearing. Screw that. Find someone who can do it. Phil Mickelson. I know he's not on the tour, but it's not the tour, it's the PGA. He's a member of the PGA. What is happening? Crazy. You know what I mean? So who else? I don't know. Don't know. Tiger would have been great. I think people would want to play for Tiger. Maybe not anymore, since he's a off the course back job. But maybe he is. Maybe Jim will get fired up. Maybe he will turn it around. Oh, I have two pictures of me and Vanderbilt. Johnny V. Remember that? If you were old enough to watch him on 1999 at the Open, that was crazy. Oh, wild. The funny part is, he makes the 10-footer par for seven to get in the playoff because like that, right? So they give him a break. They're playing 16, 17, 18, right, for the playoff, and it's raining kind of. So they get out in 16 or whatever, and the officials, it was Justin Bennett, who was the other guy, Paul Laurie, the winner, and Sean. And there he goes, okay, we're gonna go 16, 17, 18, and clear as day, Vanderbilt says, do I have to play 18 again? It was so funny. And Paul Laurie, yeah, that was something else. He had a three-shot lead, pushes it way right. Now he's got a shot, you know, he's got a shot, but he hits the stand. He's on an angle, and he hits going towards the green, hits the grandstand, and pops back over into the heavy shit, and then he chunks it into the wind. He climbs into it, rolls his pants up to his knees first, climbs into it, and the thing's above his head, and he's standing there like this. There's a pretty good picture of it out there, like he's gonna hit it. I think he did that for theatrics. So he picks up the ball and he drops it out there, then chunks it in the bunker. So that's one, two, three, four, one, two, three in, four out, five in the bunker, six on the green, and 7, 8 footer for triple to get in a playoff. And he was fired up to get in that playoff, and then he blew it. But he's more famous for blowing it than for winning it. People probably don't know who he is anymore, but no one ever heard of this guy. He came out of nowhere in '99. Nobody heard of him. But he was more famous for blowing it. Then the putter he used was a never compromised. It was that black and gray one, darkish. And he actually played that hole with just the putter and made a six, I think. Like 2 months later, as a promotional event for Never Compromise. That's pretty funny, you know. Pretty good sport to do that, but he was a legend. When he went in that turn, he got his pants rolled up to his knees like he's gonna hit it. It was pretty funny, you know? It was pretty funny. All right, gang, I gotta hit the road. I gotta do some work, but maybe I'll be on later on and we'll do some more stuff. But I appreciate y'all for being here. You need lessons, online lessons, regular lessons, hit me up. My email's down below there. It's pretty good. Online is way cheaper than in person too. You'll play better, I promise. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon and keep it in the fairway.